Hello friends, it's Grace, and the video that I'm going to be doing today is talking you through my reading plans for the month of November 2021. So this is a concerted effort to actually have a balance between planning and mood reading. So I only have 4 books on this TBR, or actually 5. One is a novella. And I am hopefully gonna just try and mood read for the rest of the month, whatever other time that I have, because I do know that it's nonfiction November and I want to slide a few nonfiction books in here, but nonfiction books are a lot harder for me to plan because I'm not sure what I'm going to be in the mood for at the time. It has to generally be subject matter that I'm excited to read about. In terms of fiction and fantasy, I do have 4 books to chat with you about today. So first up, we have my Wheel of Time book for the month of November, and that is The Path of Daggers, which is book number 8. So I am filming this TBR a little bit early, and this does depend on me starting and finishing A Crown of Swords, the 7th book. But I think I've set aside enough time that I shouldn't have a problem getting to this in the month of November. The second book that is on my plans is Men at Arms by Terry Pratchett, which is the second book in the City Watch subseries of Discworld. It's actually been a while now since I read Guards, because I read that in June, and it just feels like time has flown since then. But Men at Arms is going to be my buddy read for the month with Ben from Overly Average Ben. At this point, the two of us pretty much just have an unofficial agreement that we're going to buddy read something every month. And this is a very, I think, quick, easy read for both of us to fit into our schedules, aside from the fact that we both loved Guards. That was one of my favorite books of the year so far. So I am very excited to continue with these characters, continue with this series. The third book that I want to talk about is also contingent on me finishing something, and that is The Hun King by Josiah Bancroft. But I am currently halfway through The Arm of the Sphinx, and I love Josiah Bancroft's writing style. I'm in love with it. And his pacing is great too, so I'm getting through that really quickly. And I don't think I will have a problem fitting The Hun King in November, because I'm just so excited about this series in general, and I could not be more excited for when the Fall of Babel comes out and concludes the series. I am super excited. This one looks a lot chunkier, but I think it's kind of this style of pages, because I think it's only about 100 pages longer than Arm of the Sphinx, and I think, or maybe more. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I'm really excited for this one nonetheless, and yeah. That series is one of my top priorities to finish by the end of this year, so I definitely want to make more progress towards that. Then the final novel that I know for sure that I want to get to in November is Jade War by Fonda Lee. Finally. I have been putting this on TBRs since I think July, or maybe even June. And this is also one of my 5-star predictions, so I'm not exactly planning it out as one per month, that's not intentional or anything, but this is kind of going to be my reading 5-star predictions for the month of November, so I think that fits in really well. And again, like with the Books of Babel, this has its conclusion coming out. So Jade Legacy has already started to have reviews come out for it because people have arcs. And I haven't really paid attention because I don't want anything to potentially spoil Jade War, so I haven't been reading about Jade Legacy necessarily. But it does the reception of that makes me really excited to get to this, and I've been excited for months and months, so I'm finally going to get to it. Then the final thing on my TBR is When the Tiger Came Down the Mountain by Nevo. So I did read The Empress of Sultan Fortune this month in October, and it was a very lovely short read, very lyrical writing style, very whimsical, magical style of telling the story, and I really liked it. It reads very much like a myth, fairy tale-esque story. So I am really excited for When the Tiger Came Down the Mountain, and I do have that on Kindle, so that should be a quick read. I'm not sure when I'm going to get to that one, but I am really intrigued by it because I really like Nevo's writing style so far and her stories. So, depending on how much time I have, like I said, I am going to slot other books in, and I am looking forward to mood reading a little bit. So this is the stuff that I have planned for the month of November. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments. Like if you liked this video, subscribe if you want to see more content from me, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye!